Take Comfort Too, More Reflections of Hope for Caregivers by Denise M. Brown. Down. No matter what you do, there will be days when you're down. You feel sad, disillusioned, tired. And no kind word, no loving hug, and no inspirational saying can pick you up. You're just down. And that's okay. Sometimes you need to be down to lick your wounds, catch your breath, wipe your tears. You'll be down, but know that there's always an upswing on its way. And having felt the pain of being down, you'll savor the joy of being up. Embrace. Caregiving can seem to engulf your entire life, so much so that it becomes your life. Without your knowledge, or even your approval, it can add blinders, causing you to see yourself as only caregiver, not the individual you once were. Your life prior to caregiving may not be the same within your life of caregiving, but you can blend bits and pieces of that past within your present. You are an individual with interests, opinions, gifts, wisdom, talents, and blessings. Embrace these. Carry them with you. Grow them. Embrace them. Captivate. It seems that caregiving has captured your life. Today, consider what captivates your soul. Giving pause to consider what makes you breathe, especially when a life event makes it so hard to breathe, is just as important as doctor visits, medication reminders, and grab bars in the bathtub. To keep you from losing yourself to caregiving, take time to ponder your soul. What brings it to life? A lively soul means a well-lived life. Kind. Although you may try not to, some days you may think, what kind of life is this? It's not the kind of life you envisioned for your caree, for yourself, for others in your life affected by caregiving. And that kind of life can steal your kindness, replacing it with resentment and bitterness. Know this. You have a kind of life that builds on your values and your priorities. You have the kind of life that focuses on relationships and works off compromises. You have the kind of life that has good and bad, and that's okay. You have a life with a little bit of bitterness that's outweighed by your kindness. Your kind of life is all about the grace of living. Over. Sometimes it's the word you dread to hear. When a relationship ends, you may hear, "It's over." When a wonderful experience ends, you think, "It's over." You may clench your teeth when you're told to get over it. And sometimes you feel that the life you want is over there, rather than right here. When you lengthen the word, you see its power. You overcome difficult days, gut-wrenching challenges, overwhelming obstacles. Every time you overcome, you become. You become exactly who you were meant to be: strong, wise, gracious. In the over comes the being. Change. In a caregiving role, change means something kind of awful. Your caree has a change in condition, which impacts both of you in a really sad and difficult way. Your family changes because of the caregiving experience, which leaves you feeling lonely and alone. You change because of caregiving, perhaps becoming someone you no longer recognize, and at times, someone you don't really like. So it's understandable that you may view change as a 4-letter word. You do have positive changes in your life, though. Your idea of friendships and family has changed, which means you have deeper relationships than before. Your ability to manage a crisis has changed so much that you barely bat an eye at the upsets that once ruined your day. Your understanding of your own inner strength means you face new challenges with the knowledge that you can, rather than with a fear that you can't. Life has changed. You have changed. Accept the bad changes and embrace the good. Hunger. When you're hungry for food, you feel the emptiness in your stomach. In caregiving, when you're hungry, you feel a longing in your soul. In caregiving, you may crave freedom, a reprieve, a lucky break, a grateful smile, a loving hand. You crave because you seem so rarely to receive. When you feel such emptiness, you may feel the need to feed the hunger with Snickers, Doritos, and Diet Coke, but those three will only leave you hungrier. When your soul cries for nourishment, turn to the support and resources that honor you and your caregiving role. Your faith, your friends, your support community have the food to feed your hunger. We understand your choices and your values. We understand. Feed off us. Tempting. In caregiving, it's tempting to close your eyes. When you close your eyes, you don't have to see the problems, the decline, the shambles that caregiving can create. It's tempting to assume that, in closing your eyes, it all disappears. If you can't see it, then it must not exist. It's also tempting to believe it's too much for you to handle, so you close your eyes because you feel you are too weak to see. Close your eyes, but only for sleep and quiet moments. You can keep your eyes open. You have the strength, wisdom, and resources to look around and see the facts of caregiving. You can see and you can act. You can manage the problems. You can handle the declines. You can create order out of shambles. And when you feel you can't, reach out to those who can support you. When temptation comes, choose to keep your eyes open. You can. Peace of mind. Insurance companies promise you can purchase peace of mind from them. Buy your insurance for your home and car, but save your money for the peace of mind. Here's why. Peace of mind comes from acceptance of time. When we accept this time in our life, no matter how discouraging this time may be, we give ourselves peace of mind. When we accept our carrie's time in this life, that his or her time is on time, we give ourselves peace of mind. When we accept the passing of time as natural and not as the enemy, we give ourselves peace of mind. When we accept, we lay down the sword. We end the war raging inside. Peace comes from acceptance. Pound. In your caregiving role, you pound the pavement looking for help and resources. And in your role, your heart pounds regularly with fear, anxiety, worry, and guilt. Keep pounding the pavement. Take breaks when you feel the resources and help seem elusive, but keep going. And when your heart pounds and your hands sweat, think about pounding the pavement for comfort. Who can help settle your heart? A pounding heart deserves a calming presence. Your journal, support group, a friend, your therapist or coach. In caregiving, you'll face pounds of pavement and feel pounds of heartbeats. Pound them out, knowing a lonely journey like caregiving is never meant to be spent alone. You have support to encourage your search for help and to comfort your heartache. Choice. You may feel you have no choice about the events that have shaped your life today. You do have a choice. You can choose how you would like to handle these very events. You can choose to approach relationships, situations, and experiences as those that teach you, even comfort you, often bringing about opportunities you never dreamed possible. Your choice is in what you do with what your life becomes. Some believe that you repeat the experiences of your past until you learn the lessons you need for your future. Choose today to learn the lessons that you need for tomorrow. Green. We're all looking to live a lifestyle that's green, one that's good for our world and for our future. You can go green too. Go green to use your energy wisely, focusing on relationships, activities, and responsibilities that honor you. Go green by respecting your environment, clearing clutter, believing in yourself, inspiring others. Go green by refueling with healthy options, choosing a diet and exercise program that invigorates and protects. Go green by nurturing your body and soul. Use movement, thoughts, and words to reflect your best. Go green. Red. Some days you're going to see red. The help is late, so you see red. A supportive family member seems unusually uncooperative, so you see red. A service provider bails on an agreement, so you see red. Rather than see red, wear it. When a service provider seems to take advantage of you, put on your red and say, "I'm upset right now. We had an agreement, and this wasn't it. I'm only honoring our original agreement." When you and a family member butt heads, put on your red and say, "We're having a tough day today. Let's talk about this tomorrow when we have cooler heads." When the help arrives late, put on your red and say, "You're late today. I expect you to be on time. When you're on time, then I'm on time. When you're late, then I'm late. What will you adjust so you can be here on time?" Today, how will you put on your red? Pit. We may have many pits. We sometimes say about circumstances and situations, "This is the pits." We may sometimes think about our life, as it is right now, "This is the pits." We may feel a pit in the bottom of our stomach when we feel dread or fear. But there's another side to pits. They become a great title to a book, like If Life is a Bowl of Cherries, What Am I Doing in the Pits? By Irma Bombeck. And we have a beautiful pit, Brad, to watch on the big screen. And pits and their hard shells protect the seeds, which create new growth in fruits and vegetables. Life can sometimes be like the pits. When it feels awful, use your pit, your strengths which become your hard shell. Your strengths may be your tenacity, your sense of humor, your pragmatic viewpoint. Under your strengths lies your new growth, your new opportunities, and those opportunities will be as fun to watch as Brad on the big screen. Dry. Are you caught in a flood? Your flood may be too much to do and too little time to do it. So how do you keep dry? Keep in mind, 1. Set priorities. What's important to you? What are the most pressing events, relationships, and responsibilities? Your priorities take preference. 2. Say no. You honor every request made to you, even those to which you say no. You honor them by being honest about your ability to take them on. If you can't, say no. It's okay. 3. Stick to your limits. When does your day end? 8 p.m.? Then a request from a friend for a phone call at 9 p.m. is past your bedtime. Schedule it at another time. When do you provide personal care to your caree? Then that time is off limits to anything but that. How much can you handle? As much as you can. When you've reached your limit, respect it. Set, say, stick. 3 steps to staying dry. Tax. What's taxing for you? The worry, the unrelenting work, the constant needs, the piles of recently laundered clothes in need of a home, The casserole dishes crying for a home-cooked meal? The dust bunnies bouncing about your slippers? Or is it just getting your taxes done that you find taxing? When you have the responsibility for the healthcare needs of another, everything else can seem like insurmountable tasks, even those seemingly simple as laundry, cooking, and cleaning. Today, leave the laundry, cooking, and cleaning. Focus your attention on what's really important. Moments with a supportive friend who sees how your soul shines. Quiet time with your thoughts so you can find your perspective. Romance with your spouse so you give and receive love. The laundry, cooking, and cleaning can wait, just for a few days. Language. When you find yourself in caregiving, you may feel like you've moved to another country. You just don't speak or understand this language. And then caregiving ends. Overnight, you wake up in yet another country. It all looks different. It all sounds different. It's another new language. It's just awful. When you wake up in a new country, how do you manage? Manage by keeping the familiar, those who support and love you, that which brings you comfort and peace, thoughts which calm and quiet you. Learning a new language can be complicated. Sometimes it's as simple as knowing you will because you already did. With time, you will speak fluidly the language of life. ESP. ESP usually means extrasensory perception. In caregiving, it means execute a special plan. When you look around and think, I'm out of options, I can't find another choice, use your ESP. When you want to sit and cry because nothing seems to work, use your ESP. When you want to run and hide because it seems so much bigger than you, use your ESP. Your ESP contains ideas, suggestions, support, and inspirations. Turn a box or a folder into your ESP that includes the good ideas you hear and read, a directory of phone numbers for organizations and individuals who may be able to help, pages from books that offer tips on making difficult decisions, past ESPs, including what part of the plan worked and why it worked, photos and quotes that bring comfort. Then, when you feel caregiving spinning out of control, go to your ESP. Your ESP does just that, helping you execute a very special plan when a very special plan is exactly what's needed. Dream. We dream at night. Why can't we also dream during the day? Why can't we dream of the life we want? Why bother, you may say? My dreams will never come true. They can't come true during caregiving. Maybe, and maybe not. Dream. You stand your ground with grace and self-respect with those who would like to undercut your efforts. You see and embrace the moments of joy present each day for you. You live a life that reflects your values. You continue to enjoy those activities and hobbies that lighten your step. You look back at your life and can say, I'm so glad I did that. You evaluate your needs and then take steps to have them met. You look back at your life and can say, I'm so glad I said that. You have a bank account that allows you to make your choices. You consider your wants and then go out and get them. You have relationships which you love and which love you right back. You look good when you walk into a room, any room. You have so much to dream about. Dream. Music. Music seems quite miraculous. Often, our memories can be tied to a song. We hear a certain song, and we're transformed to another decade, a different life, a younger self. When we hear a snappy tune, we tap our feet, sway our head, snap our fingers, and singing a favorite song feels like the best kind of scream. We also can make music without having to carry a tune. The right relationship in which we just fit can feel like a beautiful melody. The exchange of a smile between you and a treasured someone can be like a perfect harmony. And when you write about your caregiving journey in your journal or on your blog, you write the lyrics to a very special ballad. It's a little bit of a concert symphony, a little bit of a musical, and a lot of dramatic opera. Most important, it's your song. Sing the song and dance the music. Flow to the sound of caregiving. And in the flow, find the energy to face tomorrow. Tomorrow. We hope that our tomorrows will be bright and giving and fulfilling. Sometimes those tomorrows, the tomorrows we hope for, can seem years away, and that can make it hard to look forward to the true tomorrow, the day after today. In caregiving, the chance that tomorrow will bring heartache or finality or yet another challenge is part of every day, and in that knowledge lies the blessing. You live for today. You do your best to resolve conflicts now so they don't weigh down your spirit. You speak your truths because, well, why wait? You embrace your potential and act on the opportunities. You learn what you can about your caree, the disease process, yourself. You live in peace. Tomorrow may hold pain. How you live today means you can hold the pain of any day right next to its promise. Spring. The miracle of spring is nature's greenness. Seemingly overnight, trees' empty branches become a lush playground for leaves. The leaves' handiwork seems miraculous. The work done in winter and the endurance of rainstorms led to the buds, which become the blooms. The days of caregiving can feel like days of winter and then rain. You feel cold from the daily grind, the ongoing losses, the loneliness. You feel worn out from the tears of anger, sadness, frustration. Know that the winter and then the rain of caregiving will become the beauty of your new growth. Your spring will sprout in ways worthy of a rainbow. Food. When a fridge is full with food, a house feels rich. When it's empty, the house feels poor. Are you full of the food which helps you feel your life's riches? Foods which can help you feel full include friendships which support, quiet times which calm, touch which gives love, activities which invigorate, habits which promote health, relationships which comfort, goals which challenge. When you feel your life's fridge is empty, consider what you need: a friend, a quiet time, a touch, an activity, a habit, a relationship, or a goal. Then get it or do it. Nourish your life with great food. It will feed your soul. Pace. During a crash in a car race, a pace car appears, keeping racers safe by keeping them at the same, slower, speed. At certain times in life, we all need a pace car, a reminder to take it slow. We may need to take it slow during life's lows in order to avoid snap decisions or rush judgments or harsh words. We may need to take it slow during life's highs in order to create memories and express gratitude and savor the moment. We can be our own pace car. We can tell ourselves to slow, to take a deep breath, to be silent. For a moment, we can just be. When we are our own pace car, we can manage the lows and celebrate the highs. Backstage. Backstage, actors let their hair down after doing their job on the stage. After you complete your tasks and duties, how do you let your hair down backstage? Your backstage may be a corner in a room, your journal, your garden. Wherever it is, use your backstage to just be. Whether you be sad, tired, disappointed, relieved, or hopeful. Be backstage at some point during your day. It removes the jitters of being on stage the rest of your day. Elevator. Life has its ups and downs. Caregiving, though, can seem like a one-way elevator. It just goes down. Caregiving can be a downer. You see so much suffering, and so much seems to suffer because of caregiving. Friendships, relationships, career goals, your health, your independence, your confidence. Is it possible to go up? You push the up button on your elevator when you choose forgiveness, especially with yourself. You keep the faith. You embrace humor. You allow mistakes and missteps. You express gratitude. You keep kindness in your words and actions. You accept your feelings, in particular, the sadness and the grief. It can seem that we are not in control of our elevator ride, when really, the controls are within our reach. Search. Do you feel like life is one big search? You search for help, answers, treatment options, support, information. And then sometimes you feel like you search for new friends, new jobs, new homes. Even worse, the search for acceptance, understanding, and love can be absolutely exhausting. Wouldn't it be nice to stop the search and just prop your feet for rest? Today, rest. Let the search go. In particular, let the search for acceptance, understanding, and love go. Because you are accepted, understood, and loved. The search is over. Magic. If only, we can sometimes think, we could wave a wand to make all the difficulties of life disappear. Wouldn't that be magical? Difficulties uncover blessings. Once uncovered, these blessings manifest into a perspective, a belief, and a knowledge that life, because of its imperfections, is perfect. That's the magic. Embrace the difficulties, for they lead to the magical wonders of life, wonders all deserving of you. Say it. Regrets. Wouldn't it be wonderful to live a life of minimal regrets? Often, the regrets are about the nots, not verbalizing our feelings to those most important in our lives. We may stay silent out of fear, which often gets our tongue, beating out the cat. We may be afraid that our feelings aren't reciprocated, or we may be afraid to show emotion. We may be afraid we won't say the right thing. When it comes from the heart, it's always right. And it's about the giving rather than the receiving. Your ability to express yourself is the true gift. Let the words on your lips truly reflect the love in your heart. Today, say it. Tell family members and friends what they mean to you. Tell your caree how much you've learned from him or her. Be the one who does it, who turns intangible feelings into tangible. Say it, because you deserve a life full of love, not regrets.